Hello, fellow beloved Husker fans. Nebraska got a big boost in the 2024 recruiting class this morning when jointly on Instagram, Dae'Vonn Hall and Isaiah McMorris, both receivers from Bellevue West, committed to the class of 2024. Both are receivers, as I said, and both have stars attached to them. Hall is a 4-star, ranked the number 2 prospect in Nebraska. He picks Nebraska over offers from Tennessee, Penn State, Iowa, yay, Texas A&M. I mean, some big name teams. I guess, is Iowa a big name? I don't know. Let's move on. McMorris, 3 stars, number 4 prospect in Nebraska. He picked Nebraska over Oklahoma and USC, so that's good, right? Get this though, McMorris had in his junior season had 90 receptions for 1,297 yards and 15 TDs. That's a lot of production. That's a lot. And then Dae'Vonn Hall, the 4-star guy, had 62 receptions for 947 yards and 11 TDs. I mean, between the two of them, that's a ton of production, a massed crap ton of production. And who was their quarterback? Danny Kaelin, who is also committed to Nebraska and recently got the Elite 11 designation, the first time ever for Nebraska's recruiting to get a quarterback with such highly rated caliber, I guess, in the Elite 11. Is this good news? Yeah, it's good news. It's good news because, we get some stars sprinkled in with the other guys who really didn't have much attached to their names, the earlier commits in June. Donovan Jones, Braylon Prude, names like that. What it does mean, what's positive about it, if you were one of those people who complained before about that guy that we fired not locking down recruits in Nebraska and letting them go other places, well, the good news is Matt Rule is not allowing that to happen. So he has now the four of the top six prospects out of the state of Nebraska. He has, Carter Nelson is the number 1 prospect, and he's a big get if we can get him. He's coming in for a recruiting weekend, a visit this weekend, my understanding is, to Nebraska. And he's been courted by Georgia. So Nebraska and Georgia still have this weird relationship going on where they might keep taking our recruits, and maybe they won't with this guy. But Carter Nelson, tight end, Ainsworth, Nebraska, 4-star, considered the second best tight end of the nation. Big recruiting weekend coming up for Nebraska. Carter Nelson visiting, like I said. I think the guys from Bellevue West, that'd be Danny Kaelin, Dae'Vonn Hall, and Isaiah McMorris, will all be visiting Nebraska. But also, I believe from Logan, Iowa, is offensive lineman Grant Bricks, or Bree. I'm going to go with Bricks because it sounds better as an offensive lineman. So if he wants to, he could just change his name to that and it'd be fine. The pronunciation. Grant Bricks is a 4-star lineman from Iowa. It'd be nice to pick up. Yeah, we need linemen, obviously, and we haven't had really big name recruits come in under Donovan Raiola, and it'd be a good get to get him this weekend. Another guy, running back Kawan Lacey from Texas, somewhere in Texas. It's a big state. 3-star running back. My understanding is the 2024 class, they're having problems locking down running backs, but I don't think a huge problem yet because we still have some good freshmen this year that should show up, and they'll still be around 2024. The 2 commitments from the receivers from Bellevue West this morning bring the total to 17 players in the 2024 recruiting class. If you're looking at where this class is ranked right now, you probably are going to be disappointed because many of the commits that were in early June didn't have national composite rankings, and therefore, they're not going to help with your little star thing overall where you go, oh, we have the 5th best class in the Big Ten. That's not just going to happen. They'll probably rise in the rankings since Nebraska has picked them. The recruiting has that bizarre relationship that if you really find a diamond in the rough, they're no longer a diamond in the rough and unnoticed by anybody. They're suddenly getting noticed by everybody else, and the stars go up. I think it's all kind of a racket, but it's the racket that we follow heavily in the off season and we pay attention to because this is our next crop of guys that are going to play football for our beloved Huskers. I'm John Johnston, Coronation. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll keep you up to date on all things Husker. Take care of yourselves and go Big Red.